Namaste, good morning. Namaste, Gopal Bhaiya. Namaste, all the dear co-explorers. Welcome to the morning session.
नमस्ते भैया
जी भैया, namaste.
जी so namaste everyone, welcome to this morning session. So we are practicing observation of body by the self. So in exercise 1 we practiced observation the self by the self. So in continuation of exercise 1, and now we are practicing observation of body. So we are observing the material, the body. So in exercise 1, step 1 of exercise 2, we are trying to see that I exist and body exist. Both are distinct realities, units. So body is material unit, I am a consciousness unit. So I am not material. That's why my needs cannot be fulfilled through material. So whenever there is an unhappiness in me, I need to be in a state of pure observer, evaluate the feeling, and focus on relationship, harmony, and coexistence. In this manner, I can be free from my unhappiness. With this, we are observing our body. So body is a material unit. And in step 2, we are seeing that there is a exchange of information between me and the body. So there is no direct connection between me and the body. So some activities are happening in the body. I can read it as sensation. And if I want to use my body to express myself or to participate in larger order, I give instructions to the body. So this instruction is also an information. This sensation is also an information. So only information is taking place between me and the body. And in step 3, we are observing who is taking decision. So body is taking decision or I am taking the decision. So we can see that it is me who is taking decision. And body is just following my decision as an instrument. So this is what we have discussed so far. We need to be aware when I interact with the body, how long I am interacting with the body. Who is deciding? So this is what we are trying to observe. And when we are observing, we are seeing as it is. So as we practiced in exercise 1, observation means to see as it is, whatever is happening, without interrupting, without reacting, without evaluating. Now we are observing body without reacting, without evaluating, without interpreting. So we are simply observing body. We are observing interaction between the self and the body. So we are observing. We are not analyzing. So this is what we are practicing. So let's take few sharing on assignment. So assignments are simple but powerful. And these assignments are helping us to observe the self, the body in depth. So let's take few sharing on the assignment. जी. If anyone has some sharing, we can share. Namaste भैया.
Am I audible, भैया?
जी.
जी. तो भैया, there are many factors through which we can see that I am deciding everything. So when it comes to the routine task, previously too, as I shared my observation that if I slow down a bit and see who is deciding, so it is clearly visible that that is me who decides, not my body. But here, one more thing is important that it's been so long that we have been considering ourselves as body only. So many times, and we have the practice to see gross level things, and we have no idea what is certain level. So we always believe in what we are able to see. So we feel that no, I am deciding that my hand has to move like this. So here, because our eye is not clear, who is I am. So we feel that my body, my brain is deciding. And here, by reading some things, by some explanation, we logically convince ourselves that yeah, that's correct. But it would take little more time to actually live with it completely. So I feel I'm in the journey, and whatever the things are written, either it is mosquito bite, in the evening time I'm feeling to remove the quilt, remove the blanket, or to wrap my body with the blanket. Anything that is me only. I'm deciding. I'm able to see it. Uh, but still, many time it happens that many things we do, like I might have shared it previously as well, that my Nana ji had a habit to lay down on the bed and to keep writing something from one finger in the air only. He had this kind of, he used to close his eyes and he used to. So many times when I also plan something, I also have this habit because I perceived him maybe in my childhood, and so I have learned it. I'm not able to realize it. Before some time, I was not able to see that whenever we feel something within, but we are not expressing, so our uh, legs they shake a bit. One day, one of my colleagues, Divyanshu, only she told that why do you keep shaking your legs? Are you thinking something and not sharing? Then I realized, okay, this is also a problem. Otherwise, I used to feel that it's okay, like I'm doing it. So we are like this. I'm having many sensations or many things, conclusions of life that I have not seen yet. So slowly, I'm seeing them, but somewhere not logically, I'm able to see it in the existential reality that I decide everything. That is me who decides everything. So it's like this. Yeah. In at least living human being, I'm able to see it properly. I'm not very sure about the dead. Like one, I would like to give an example. One of my relatives, he met with an accident, and it was a very bad accident. I guess he was supposed to die. Almost doctor felt this thing that he is supposed to die now, but he still survived. So here I sometimes like I need to logically convince myself that that is self who decides to live, decides to have the same body, or because his heart, all the veins, they got mixed, tangled like this, and his one hand has not been working, one leg has not been working still. So his body was not, material was not allowing, but still he survived. So that's willpower, that is in self. That's why the body is also functioning. In this phase, I'm not very convinced. I'm not very sure that how does it work. But in the normal living human being, I'm able to see it clearly. There is no logic required. This is my sharing view.
जी नाइस भैया. So a deep awareness is required to see ourselves different than body. So deep practice is required. Otherwise, our assumptions are so strong that we are not able to see that I am different than the body.
जी
So
भैया.
we are so engrossed with the body that the self assumes itself as the body. So this all spiritual practices, all exercises, you know, are to realize that we are not material.
Hmm.
But our assumptions are very strong. Our conditionings is very strong. That's why it takes long time to see that I am not body. In fact, anytime you sit and you try to you see yourself, most of the time we will be seeing our body.
Hmm.
So it is a very deep assumption and it takes time to break. But important is now we are working on our assumptions. So we have started working on our assumptions. This is important. So maybe it will dilute a little bit, but during the time, over the years, over the birth, we will be able to see it. But it takes time.
जी भैया.
जी भैया. ओके नमस्ते भैया.
जी नमस्ते.
नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Hope I'm audible.
जी जी.
Okay. Bhaiya, I was trying to see yesterday during my breakfast, when I started to have breakfast. So I was able to see that there is something more with salt within. And that was the taste that I was getting, and the sensation was there. And I was able to see that there is more salt. But here, I had that relationship into my understanding, and I had all the breakfast. But I kept on looking into my state of understanding that even I had, if I had expressed to my spouse that this is what has happened, I was worried that I should, with the understanding that she has put so much of efforts, I was holding with it. I didn't express, but I expressed the way that it was nice. Then one way I had not helped the consciousness also to express what was there. what was the reality? Reality means with whatever was the state of my understanding with the taste, I had able to put it in in the way. That was one aspect. The other aspect was the food that had you and had put to my body or used to my body is also not helpful for that nurturing part. That was also there. And the both the ways I was not uh, trying to be with that reality. That is something which was there as true. How should that this my consciousness has or myself has to take these decisions by within? I was bit disturbed in these two aspects that was there happening, because I work on my own priority, that helping the other was on the priority one side, and other side is I know that the material had its own behavioral aspect, that it is going to harm or nurture. That is, it is their own way of uh, fulfilling its relationship. Even that was there also their clarity, but that consciousness has myself has that taste within. Might be it was there. I was working at B2 level, but definitely that is always there in all our activities. That selecting and testing do happen, and once again I work on the priorities only for me. So this is what I was just trying to hold, that okay, this is what is happening. So that way, can you help me by this?
Say again, Bhaiya, briefly, what is exactly your concern?
My concern is myself is able to see that aware with that awareness that that content of salt is more
Hmm.
in that breakfast, and if I'm expressing that something has happened other way,
Hmm.
might be it is one
Hmm.
once again my assumption. I see that no spouse get disturbed in that if I'm telling that. So I had expressed that okay, it was nice, good, because I was able to see that relationship, and I know sometimes it do happen up and down, but other way I was not fulfilling the aspect of my body that was
Hmm.
the nurturing part
Okay.
also. So
Ji, ji.
so in both the ways, I am not being with that reality of what was there as the truth. So what was there as the truth? Even that is also in my assumption only, and even
Hmm.
I am not sure of that. So in these two aspects, what is that? Because I always work on the priority. I had worked with the priority of understanding of the relationship, but somewhere the material behavior is also intervening in between, and that is affecting me also.
Hmm.
Me also means my material, that is the body only. That is, that
Hmm.
understanding is still there. But how to go about in such aspects in life? That is, I just wanted to understand. So I was comfortable, but still that that process of thinking was there. That okay, there is something like
Hmm.
when I am doing this, I am not with truth. That was there.
Ji, Bhaiya. Okay. So three things are there, Bhaiya. Three
Okay.
domains are there, in fact.
Okay.
One is related to our sanskar. Second is related to body.
Mm.
Third is related to mutual interaction,
Okay.
harmony in mutual interaction.
Yes.
So let's understand one by one. So first is there is a quantity of salt, and it may be harming my body.
Yeah.
But if you see, if I am reacting, maybe I
Yeah.
am not expressing outside.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I am reacting inside,
Mm.
it is disturbing my sanskar.
Oh.
So the process of observation is disturbed.
Oh. Mm.
And many times we do it to ensure harmony outside. We react inside and we do not express it outside.
Yes. Yes.
But if you see the journey of the self, the state of the self, it is disturbed.
Oh. Yeah.
So there is a more salt not matching with my taste, and due to this I am reacting inside, and it is disturbing my sanskar and sub sanskar. Sub sanskar means more sanskar related to that taste.
Okay.
So
Okay.
basically, with reaction, I am coming down from a state of pure observation to activity of taste and selecting and testing.
Yes, bhai. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I have come down due to that salt.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, it is not due to the salt, it is because of my taste.
Yeah.
So this is one part that is damaged in me.
Okay.
And it now, once there is a reaction, it will take long time to get settled inside us.
Okay.
Because we will keep thinking it, we will keep reacting it. We will
Yeah.
be looking for good environment when I can speak to my wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
But in this whole process, we will be disturbed.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is one part.
Mm.
So what we can do in this part, so something is not matching with my taste, but still I have possibility not to react on this. I
Yeah.
have a possibility to observe it.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
So once I am observing it, now I can express it outside also, not in the form of blame, in the form of what I am feeling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
generally what we say, you have not taken care of the salt.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
your food is not good. Today's salt was less, etc., etc., or more.
Yes.
So we start with blaming language.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it gives impression that you are uncomfortable with the food.
Yeah. Okay.
So with the observation, we can
Mm.
express what is happening. So what is happening? That the salt is not as per my taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this we can express that salt
Mm.
is not according to my taste. If you express only this, and that is what really happening,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and
True.
then
True.
other can understand your problem. But if
Yeah.
you say that you don't know how to cook food, and you always do like this, last time always there was more salt, and
Yeah.
I reminded you last time also, now it starts struggle in family.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So first is observation,
Yeah.
and be aware that something is not according to my taste,
Mm.
and I am expressing this, that this salt is not as per my expectation, my salt.
Okay. Yeah.
If you share only this, then other will help you.
Expect that. Okay. Accept
Other
it.
will
Okay.
help you.
Yes. Bhai. Yes. Very true.
So so this is some our habit.
Yeah.
We frame language in a manner that other gets hurt.
Yes.
So
Bhai. Yes.
generally, since I have married with you like this, these are sentences that hurt others. For
Yes.
example, uh, whenever I see you, you always do like this. You never, always. All these are adjective, na? These
Objective.
adjectives are always hurt others.
Yes. Bhai. Yes. Yes.
So nothing is happening always. Nothing has happened never. Something is happening. Something is not happening.
Yes. Yes. Bhai. That's true. Yes.
But
Yes.
because we are not expressing what is happening really,
Yeah.
so we frame languages, and in unawareness, this language turn into
Yes.
comment, and it
Yes.
creates chaos.
Yes.
So with
Very true.
observation, I can see what is happening in me. With observation, I can also see what language I am framing.
Express. Okay.
My expression.
Yes. Bhai.
And
It's
in
very true.
combination of both, other can help us.
Yes. Bhai. Very true. Nice way.
Right, Bhaiya?
Thank you. Yeah, mostly
जी
might be Bhaiya, the way I am thinking in day-to-day activities. If I am looking at the purpose, Bhaiya, that framing of language also it becomes very eased out, I believe. Most of the time,
जी
even in the office, I am trying to see the way I connect to the people. If it is coming as always a negative, looking at the problem and what weakness he has, among that, if I'm speaking, then it always hurts the other. And this
yes
I'm able to see by recently, and trying to improve on this. Whatever you said, no, the expression. This is all helping definitely on day-to-day
जी
activities. Yes, thank you,
जी
thank you,
ओके
Bhaiya.
भैया
Very good.
नमस्ते
Namaste.
so let's take one more sharing on the assignment. So working on assignment is very important. Are we aware that we are taking decision when there is a sudden loud sound behind you and you suddenly turn back with aggression? Who is deciding? Body is turning back automatically, or it is me who is in aggression, giving instruction to the body, and body is following my instruction. When a mosquito bites, who is deciding to hit at the mosquito, you or the body? When you have a long way to go, but the body needs rest, who is deciding to continue off, to stop, you or the body? So we need to practice all this assignment. Practice will create more awareness in us. And for human being, it is a matter of awareness. In ignorance, we assume many things that are not the reality. But with awareness, we can evaluate what I have assumed. So more awareness is required. So in for human being, it is very interesting that with awareness, we can feel resolved in ourselves. We don't need anything from outside to be resolved. So from ignorance to awareness. So we ignored something in the past. That's why we assumed something about the self, about the body. Now with awareness, we can see, we can evaluate, am I body or not? And it is very important to see, am I body or not? So if I am not body, I am only interacting with the body and not all the time. Whenever I think to interact with the body, I interact with the body. So this awareness is required. Then we will be able to see that I am not bound with the body. My state of being is not bound with the state of body. So something is happening in body, this is one part. Something is happening in me, this is another part. And I can observe both. So whenever I focus on the body, I observe the body, I can see what is happening in body. Whenever my attention is on the self, I can see what is happening in the self. But generally we link, we try to create a link between the activities of the body and activities of the self. This link that we have created creates problem. So many times we have created direct link. There is a pain in body, I will be unhappy. So many thread we have created with this body. For example, when you fly kite, so one end of thread is at the kite, second end of the thread is at your hand. And whenever you pull that thread, There is a movement in kite. Similarly, we have made many threads with the body.
जी जी
So we have tied many threads. Threads means assumptions. So the more threads means I am more convinced that I am body. I am body means I will be having many fears like losing life, unhealthy body, etc. With lot of fears I will have in ourselves, in me. So this process of observation, this process of awareness, with this process we will be able to see the number of threats I have made, number of assumptions I have made. And with awareness we can cut all these threats. So if I cut all these threats, it means now I am free from body. So now I am interacting with the body, but I can see that I am not bound to interact with the body. So something is happening in body, I can observe it because now I am observing with awareness. So there is no thread between me and the body. So whenever there is a something happening in body, I can observe it. I can take decision what to do. Something is happening in me, I can observe in me. I can take decision what to do. But what is happening? Something is happening in body. We consider that something is happening in me. This is a problem. So why this is a problem? Because there is a thread, but actually there is no thread. But I have made some virtual threads like assumptions. So it gives a false impression. For example, when you go to mall, nowadays there are virtual reality based game. So they put a glass on your head. You will start seeing some games, and after some times it gives impression that it is happening in reality with you. So after 2 minutes, 3 minutes, people forget that they are wearing glass and nothing is happening in reality. All things are virtual. But during that time, kids feel that it is happening in reality. Similarly, due to these assumptions, due to these threats, it gives impression that it is happening in reality. But we have made virtual threats, assumptions. And these assumptions we can evaluate easily with observation. So it is our decision when we will evaluate, when we will be aware. So with awareness we can evaluate all these things. And for human being, it is a matter of only awareness. So few people are living in ignorance, few people are living in awareness, and few people are in transition. They are moving from ignorance to awareness. And many people are even not aware what is awareness. So at least we are aware what is awareness, what is observation. So with this, with the help of this process of observation, we can see what connection I have made in ignorance, and we can evaluate it easily. So in exercise 1, we try to observe what connection we have made in the self. So with the help of step 1 to 7 in exercise 1, we evaluated those threats that we have made for ourselves. Now in exercise 2, we are observing what connection I have made for the body. And with observation, we can evaluate it without reaction, without interrupting. We are observing the body. We are observing my instruction that I am giving to the body. We are observing the body, whatever activities are happening. So this is what we are practicing in a simpler manner. Ji. So we have Anil Vasant Bhaiya with us. So let's take 5 minutes observation. Then I will come back to Anil Bhaiya. So we will sit comfortably. Don't stress your body because we are not going to take any work from the body. We are going to observe the body. So let the body loose and we will observe it, what is happening. So don't force yourself to put all focus on body. Free, make yourself free and just observe where your attention is. Whenever your attention is on body, just observe what is happening. Suppose you have moved your leg. Just observe. It has happened automatically or I have given instruction. So we need to observe only. Whenever your focus is on the self, keep observing yourself, what is happening in the self. So don't force yourself. Just see where my focus is. Whenever it is on body, what is happening in body. Keep observing the body. Whenever your focus is on the self, keep observing the self. So you will find that focus is shifting from body to self, self to body, something outside. But don't react. Only take decision that I will observe body more and let the attention shift naturally and keep observing it. So let's do it for 5 minutes, next 5 minutes. Okay. So namaste again. Namaste भैया.
नमस्ते भैया, नमस्ते सभी को. The example you had given about the kite, that is, I think, similar to Katputli, which we are observing it in the Rajasthan.
जी.
That one person with different threads is moving and showing us the programs. And today is our NBA committee is visiting our institute. So generally, I used to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, but with consciousness or unconsciousness, today I wake up at 3 a.m. Then when I saw it, that is 3 p.m. Then again I slept. So this is due to what reason that I wake up early, and knowingly or unknowingly, with consciousness or unconsciousness, that I could not just defining myself. So can you elaborate, Priya?
जी. So it is happening because it is at priority for me.
Pardon?
It is at priority. This
Acha,
event.
priority. Yes.
So due to this priority, unconsciously we are thinking of it. Because it is going to affect, this event is going to affect my career, my image, my ijjat, anything.
Yes.
So it is at our priority. So that's why unconsciously we are thinking of it.
Mm.
So that's why the whole night body is at rest, but I am calculating something. What will happen tomorrow? What will happen when NVA team will visit? So it is a top priority for you.
Mm.
And same thing happens many times. Suppose there is a train at 4 a.m. Now you will not be able to sleep. You will wake up before the alarm rings, because now this train is at your priority, this journey at your priority. Similarly, when there is exam, students keep thinking the whole night this subject. So it happens. It is a natural
But
phenomena.
excuse me, yeah. Sometimes suppose we are traveling or even sleeping, the station goes away and we have just wake up after the station also. So priority was there also that I should get up and get down at that my station only. So why not that priority then comes up?
Maybe your body is tired. You are giving instruction, but due to this tiredness, body is not following instruction. Or many times you will notice that in the journey we keep thinking that station will come. I need to be aware, and we could not sleep. And the moment we
Yes,
sleep,
yes,
the
yes.
station comes,
Comes and goes.
because we create pressure on the body by overthinking of it. So we are
Yes.
not relaxed in the train. We are with fear. What will happen if I miss the station, etc. So due to that fear, we create pressure, and that pressure reflects in the body, and body gets tired. Otherwise, we can sleep relaxedly, but in
Yes.
train, in journey, we are generally with many fears.
Mm.
So that's why unconsciously we keep working on this. Right, Priya?
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
जी.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Okay, भैया. Namaste.
Namaste.
जी. So let's move to next step. Step 4. So each step is helping us, है ना, to be more aware. So in step 4, what we are doing, so whenever our focus, our attention is on body, whenever we are observing the body, whenever we are reading the sensation taking place in the body, just be aware. Am I the sensation? For example, you are observing body, there is a itching. Just ask yourself, am I this itching? Am I this sensation? Am I in the sensation? Am I separate from the sensation? So just be aware of these questions. So ask this question and just see what happens. So whenever you are focusing on the body, suppose your focus is on heartbeat. So just ask yourself, am I the sensation? Am I in the sensation? Am I separate from this sensation? So whenever there is a touch of air in your body and you are observing it, you just ask yourself, am I this sensation? Am I in the sensation? Am I separate from the sensation? and see what happens. See what answers you get. So this fourth step is more deeper. So we are observing any sensation, and during observation, I am asking these questions. Am I the sensation? Am I in the sensation? Am I separate from the sensation? Suppose there is a pain in the body and you are focusing on it. Just ask yourself, am I this pain? Am I in the pain? Or am I separate from this pain? So keep asking these questions while observing. So these questions will help you to see whether I am sensation or not. If I am not sensation, I am not in the sensation and I am separate from the sensation, then it is my choice to be happy or unhappy independently of the sensation. If I am the sensation, I am this pain, so I don't have any other choice, only to be unhappy, to have reaction in us. But if I am not this pain, then I have choice. I can still be comfortable irrespective of the sensation. So this step is very important. Now we are asking deeper questions. So in step 1, we try to see that the self and the body are two distinct reality. In step 2, we practiced observation of the inspection. Instruction is taking place between me and the body in the form of information. And I am reading sensation in the form of information. In step 3, we observed who is taking decision. Now, whenever I take decision to focus on the sensation on the body, now we are asking this question: am I the sensation? Am I in the sensation? Am I separate from the sensation? So, just for example, you are focusing on the body, there is a itching. You just ask yourself, am I this itching? Am I in this itching, or am I separate from this itching? So if I am separate, now I have choice to shift my focus to another sensation. If I am not separate, then I am bound to be unhappy whenever there is itching in the body. So if I am observing and asking, am I separate from this itching? Then I can see that when I will instruct the body, then my hand will go to this particular sensation to remove this itching. If I am not giving instruction, then itching will be there. And I can shift my focus from this itching to another sensation. If there is a possibility in us that we can shift our attention from this pain to itching to another sensation, it means now I can see that I am not the sensation. If there is no possibility and we are bound to address this pain to this itching, it means I am bound with body. So whenever there will be uncomfortability in body, I will be unhappy. So suppose you are traveling and there is humidity and your body, there is a sweating in your body. You just ask yourself, am I this sensation? Am I in this sensation? Or am I separate from this sensation? You are sitting in a room and light is not there. Electricity is cut. Now there is hot environment in the room. Just ask yourself, am I the sensation? Am I the sensation? Or am I separate from the sensation? So ask this question and observe what answer you get. So simply we need to practice it and see what happens. Are you able to see that there is a separation between me and this sensation? Observe it and see honestly what is happening and express it tomorrow. And there is no need to impress anyone. Yes, I have seen that I am separate from the sensation. The more honestly you will evaluate yourself, the more aware you will be. The more you will be free from bodily these threats that you have made. So let's practice it. We will meet tomorrow. We will keep doing discussion. And we 6:30 from 5:30 we will take sharing. So all those co-explorer who has just raised their hands, we may take sharing at 5:30. Okay, namaste everyone. Namaste Sumil Bhaiya.
Ji Priya, namaste, Gopal Priya, and thank you so much for this enriching discussion, Gopalji. Thank you, all the co-explorers, for your active participation and sharing and reflections, questions in this English part of the morning session.